Hey YouTube, welcome to my first tag video. I've been tagged by the Stig and it's his favourite tag. So I've got questions in front of me. I've got some notes handy because I'll probably balls it up along the way. I'll do my best. So let's get cracking. So first question, what is your all-time favourite system and what is your favourite game for that system? Excuse me. It would have to be the PC Engine. Mostly because of the shoot 'em ups. I mean, I do love my shoot 'em ups. I'm really big into the shoot 'em ups, and but it also has some excellent games like 2D platformers and the RPGs. Fantastic machine. You know, at the time when we still had the Sega Master System and Nintendo Entertainment System. You know, there was nothing like it at the time when the PC Engine came out, and it's just the fascination of playing all your favourite arcade games at home, arcade perfect. You know, games like Dragon Spirit and Nemesis and Mr. Heli. You know, it's outstanding for the time. You know, and I bought mine in 1989. It cost me £200, and I got it with Alter Beast. You know, an example: Alter Beast and the Amiga. You know, you put the two side by side. There's no comparison. I mean, the PC Engine version is arcade perfect. So for me, PC Engine, without a doubt. Favourite game for the system would have to be Gunhead. You know, again, when I first played that game, it just blew me away. It was amazing. You know, graphically, the sound. You know, the Mega Drive was still a few months away, so there really wasn't anything like it at the time. I mean, I even skipped work various occasions just to stay at home and play Gunhead. So yeah, for me, Gunhead. And excuse me. Second question: what is the least favourite system in your collection, and why do you still collect for it? It would have to be the Nintendo 64, and the reason why I still have it in my collection is because of this game here, and the guys responsible for it. And if anybody remembers, back in the 8-bit era, they were under another name called Ultimate Play the Game, and they made games like Night Law, Nightshade, Gunfight, you know, all the 3D isometric games they did on the Spectrum. Fantastic games for the time, really are, you know. So that's the reason why I still have the machine in my collection, because there's still a couple of rare titles I'd like to get hold of. You know, I'm not too fussed with the Super Marios and the Yoshis, and because everybody wants them. You know, it's just the way it is, really. You know, for me, it's the rare titles. And moving on to the third question: what system do you really want to have in your collection, which you have never played, and why? This one was a tricky question actually, because you probably think I'm going to say the Neo Geo like everyone's saying, but I actually did have access to the machine back in the day. I remember some guy we knew in Covent Garden. He had a stall there. He'd have all these Japanese consoles and games and whatnot all laid out, set up, and we used to go down there every now and again on a Saturday, and pop around to his place as well. You know, playing games like Magician Lord and Viewpoint, Fatal Fury, and Nard 75. So great system without a doubt. You know, arcade at home, couldn't get any better at the time. And so for me, it would have to be more on the game side than the actual system. So it would have to be the Saturn for me, even though I own two. But there was loads of Japanese titles on the Saturn that never made it to the US or the UK that I would have loved to play. And today they fetch such a high price on eBay. Games like Radiant Silvergun, today, you know, a few, but there's loads of others. You know, some of the shoot 'em ups, the platformers, the RPGs, even in Japanese, I'd still love to have a bash at them. You know, and but as I say, they fetch such a huge amount of money. You know, I just haven't got the budget for them. You know, so it's more the games than the system. So that's question number 3. And number 4, which system in your collection has the most nostalgia for you? Please elaborate. So, without a doubt, definitely the MSX. It was my first home computer. It was a time when most of my friends had Commodore 64s and Spectrums, and I felt kind of gutted when I got it. But it was the machine that really got me into all the Japanese thing. All the gaming, the manga, the comics, and of course Konami. Konami back in the day, I was a huge fan of the Konami games. Road Fighter, Time Pilot, Yeah Kung Fu, Nightmare, King's Valley, Nemesis. The list just goes on for me. Loads of memories. I don't think I'll ever be without an MSX. I mean, I have 3 at the moment in my collection. 2 of them boxed and 1 not. And it's a machine I hold near and dearest to me. So MSX for sure, without a doubt. And that wraps up the questions, and that's my tag video for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. And see you soon, and take care and goodbye.